My fiance's voice was steady on the phone. Ethan, we need to pause the wedding. I've developed feelings for someone else. I took a slow breath. Okay, who? There was a hesitation. It's Leo, the coordinator. Leo, the event coordinator we'd hired 8 months ago to orchestrate our late spring wedding. The one with the perfectly curated Instagram and a knack for remembering everyone's coffee order. I see, I said, my voice calm. Thank you for telling me. She seemed surprised by my composure. I wasn't composed. I was strategizing. My first call wasn't to my friends or family. It was to Vows and Venues, the high-end agency Leo worked for. I asked for the director of operations. My name is Ethan Reed, I began, my tone professional and grim. There's a significant conflict of interest and ethical breach involving your employee, Leo Brennan, and my now ex-fiancée, Chloe. I provided dates, the retainer invoice number, and the basic facts. No hysterics, just a client reporting a problem. The woman on the phone was silent for a moment before saying, we'll handle this immediately. Thank you for your discretion. By the following afternoon, Leo was unemployed. The agency's code of conduct was unforgiving on matters of client relationships. The director called me back, her voice tight. Mr. Reed, we've terminated Mr. Brennan. As a gesture of our profound regret, we are refunding your full $18,000 retainer and adding a $7,000 compensation for the distress. We trust this matter will remain confidential. $25,000. I agreed. I made a simple, factual post on social media. The June wedding is off. Unfortunately, hearts changed. All vendor deposits for the 18th are paid and transferable if anyone is looking. I didn't tag Chloe. I didn't have to. Our social circles overlapped like a Venn diagram, and the whispers did the rest. The backlash was swift, but not from me. Chloe called me, her fury crackling through the speaker. Ethan, Leo was fired. What did you do? I reported professional misconduct to his employer. That's standard practice. You ruined him. He had a lease, a car note. He made choices, Chloe. Those choices have consequences. The refund stays with me. 2 days later, she appeared at my condo with her brother in tow, demanding I recant my statement to the agency. I refused. The argument was circular and loud. They left when I mentioned my doorbell camera was live streaming to the cloud. The real spectacle came at 2 a.m. a week later, insistent pounding. My screen showed Chloe and a disheveled Leo on my porch. I spoke through the intercom. Leave or I'm calling 911. Just talk to us, man, Leo shouted, his voice ragged. Be reasonable. I have emails, private things you wrote to me about Chloe, about your doubts. You want those going public? I almost laughed. You're threatening to leak confidential client communications? That's not a threat, that's evidence. I opened the door an inch, my phone recording. You're trespassing and attempting blackmail. The police are on their way. They scattered before the sirens arrived. But Leo, in his panic, made a catastrophic error. He used his old company email to send a rambling, defamatory message to my boss, my sister, and my college alumni group. It backfired spectacularly. The email header still bore the Vows and Venues logo, and the thread included his own unprofessional replies to Chloe. My lawyer called it a self-defamation kit. The agency, now facing potential reputational damage from his actions, sued him for $80,000 for breach of contract and harassment. Chloe, named in the suit, was served at her parents' house. Her final plea came via a texting app. I'll end it with him. Make this stop, please. I didn't reply. I just added it to the file. The last time I saw her, she was alone on my doorstep in the rain, mascara streaking her face. He's a monster. He blames you for everything. I made a mistake. You did, I agreed, not unkindly. But it's not my mistake to fix. I closed the door and finalized the restraining order. The aftermath was a quiet satisfaction. Leo's career in events is obliterated. Chloe's attempt to rebrand as a solo traveler influencer flopped under the weight of the gossip. I sold the engagement ring. The final accounting? A $25,000 agency refund, a $12,000 guilt transfer from Chloe's father, and $6,500 from the jeweler. In the end, the ledger showed a profit of $43,500 and a future unburdened by betrayal. They expected tears, drama, a broken man. They got a spreadsheet and a lawyer. Sometimes the quietest revenge is just holding people accountable for the chaos they choose to create.